What? What's happening? Stone Cologne 316 here. What? What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hit that like and subscribe button for me. It would help out the channel greatly. Welcome back to all my existing subscribers. Hope everyone's doing well. It's been a couple days since I came out with a video, so it's been a little busy, but I know my Stunners of the Week video is going to be a little late, but I'm still doing it. So, and that's what we're doing here today. Um, Going over Stunners of the Week number 6. Gonna go over everything that I wore Monday through Friday. I'm sorry, Monday through Sunday. At the recording this, it's Monday night, the 17th. So yeah, I got a lot to cover. It's been a very versatile week with what I wore, so it's gonna be I haven't worn some of these in quite a while. So let's just get into it. This is Stunners of the Week, number 5. Let's get into it. What? Monday. I wore this once a while ago. I think I did a full review on it. Check my channel. Um, it's from the company Hawthorne, and it is Hawthorne Play. It is the green and airy. They don't have actual names for the fragrance. It's basically what it's supposed to smell like. And to me, this smells like a very spicy, woodier take on Creed's Cool Water. I'm sorry, not Cool. What? Davidoff Cool Water or Green Irish Tweed. Um, it's heavy sandalwood. There's a cucumber water note in here. It's not like Nautica Voyage or anything that's like violet heavy, but just really crispy and just very woody, fresh woody and spicy and green. Oak moss at the bottom, little aquatic. It's a little watery, but yeah, man, I wore this during the day, and I did kind of layer this. I did a couple sprays of Zaharoff Precious Treasure with this. I don't know what came to me about it, but I was like, let me try it because this is very woody and fresh and spicy, and this is very green. So I wanted something very green and woody. And let me get the lighting up here a little bit. There we go. I'm white as hell. You know what I mean? I tell everybody I'm honky white. But yeah, that's what I went with on Monday. This has a couple different types of pepper, very woody. There's a Bushman Candles note in here, gives a little waxy vibe, but it's more like a smooth waxy kind of take. I go nose blind to this, but I wanted to like try it and layer it with this one just to kind of see what it would do. I had a pretty good scent trail. I had a lot of people go, "What are you wearing, Ken?" And so it was kind of hard to explain to them that I wore these, but yeah, this is what I wore during the day on Monday. Zaharoff Precious Treasure and Hawthorne Play Green and Airy. That's what I wore. Monday night, I haven't worn this one in a while. This is a tester I bought years ago, but from Salvatore Ferragamo. It is Acqua Essenziale, the original. Sorry, the lighting is very reflective. Aquatic, fresh and spicy. There's a tea note in here. It's very herbal. There's a very green and herbal type of vibe with this one, but it's mostly fresh and spicy. It will remind you of like Bleu de Chanel, like all those other blue fragrances. It's a little very musky, citrusy, little fruity. Really good longevity on this. This is a tester. I do not have a cap. I have Acqua Essenziale Blue, and sometimes I'll use that cap for this, but you can see the dust on here. I haven't worn this in a while, and I don't know. I was just in the mood for something kind of relaxing, something fresh. It's a little minty up top. It's got a lemon leaf. Really good woody. It's got some vetiver, patchouli. I mean, it's really good. You can get about 8 hours of this. This could be a great signature scent. Um, you can get this for stupid cheap. I think this is discontinued. I haven't actually looked to see if it's in production still, but I got this for like 20 to 30 bucks, and this is 100 ml. This is really good stuff, guys. This is a solid house. Salvatore Ferragamo is a solid house to anybody that's a beginner or anything. But I mean, it's decent quality, low end designer kind of stuff. So that's what I wore out the shower Monday night. Salvatore Ferragamo, Acqua Essenziale. Check that one out. All right, moving into Tuesday. This is a semi recent pickup. I saw this at Burlington for pretty cheap. I think it was like 25 bucks. I got it for um, from Paris Corner. Paris Corner fragrances are popping up at Burlington. But I got this one. It is Paris Corner Khair. Khair. I don't actually remember how it's pronounced, but um, this one right off the rip reminds me of Sphinx Elixir, that niche house. I have a 10 milliliter decant of that somewhere. It's actually probably in my bag here. Um, but this is more like a fresher take on that. This is not supposed to smell like Sphinx Elixir. This is supposed to be a clone of Imperial Valley or something. I forgot what the house was called. But fresh, heavy bergamot pink pepper up top. There's a Divana note that's supposed to be like kind of fruity. But I mean, this is some really good stuff. It's a little unique. I don't have a lot that smells like this, but oh, just they had this in the pistachio flanker, which I'm not big on gourmand and sweet creamy stuff, so I didn't even touch that. But that one gets more hype than this one. But this is more my jam. It's more masculine than anything. That one's supposed to be like a sweeter feminine one, which I'm not a fan of. But you get the citruses, you get the Divana, there's wood, oud, argud, amber, leather, and vetiver. So it's very, very fresh, spicy, and woody, and citrusy. So it's a little earthy and green, and it's really good. It's really not for everyone. I mean, if you kind of want to dive into oud fragrances, this would probably be a good safe one to check out. Um, yeah, I got about 6 to 8 hours on this too, so this is only going to get stronger when I let it sit and macerate a little bit. It's definitely gonna get a little stronger, but pretty versatile stuff. You can wear this kind of all year round. It's definitely can cut through winter because the oud is a little. It's not super heavy, but I mean it's not like stinky oud. It's not funky. It's a really good one. Uh, Check it out. I know this line has been kind of hyped a little bit, so but they're popping up at the rack stores. Check it out. Paris Corner, Khair. That's what I wore Tuesday. And then out the shower, I stumbled across this on the bottom of my shelf way in the back, and I was like, huh, I haven't worn this in a while. It's a TJ Maxx 12.99. It's cheapy. It's Epic Blue. This bottle is actually pretty hefty. But to me, this smells like Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce, just an aquatic version. It actually more so reminds me of Nautica Aqua Rush. That one had a silver cap, and it was kind of like a triangle shaped looking bottle. That's what it kind of this reminds me of. But I remember getting this around Christmas time a couple years back, and I sniffed the cap, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, I have stuff that smells like this, but I don't know. This just really, it was more blue a little bit. I mean, I think there's Ambroxan in here, but it's very fresh, spicy, and woody, a little fruity. But you're gonna get that Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce vibe to it. Um, Again, nothing to run out and grab. It was a cheapie. It's an eau de cologne. I forgot what the house is on this. The fragrance and beauty. It's I know they this is from Willowbrook, Illinois. These were manufactured, which is maybe 45 minutes to an hour away from me. I used to grow up around Willowbrook, Illinois. Um, but yeah, nonetheless, this is where I were at the shower. Just wanted something fresh and clean, but like a little woody. And I do like the Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce slash Mont Blanc Legend DNA. I am a fan of that. But yeah, that's why we're at the shower. Epic Blue. Check your rack stores. These are popping up. This is $12.99. So pretty good stuff. Check that one out. Going into Wednesday, I was gonna wear Safari for Men, and then I changed my mind. I was going back and forth between that one and this one, but I decided to go with Ralph Lauren Polo Cologne Intense. Fresh and green. It's got a lot of sage in it, which gives it kind of like a bubblegum vibe to it. Um, I have I don't have the real original Polo, but I have this classic match that does actually a really good job cloning the original Polo. Um, you can kind of get the Cologne Intense flanker, like it walks that path. You can definitely smell a little bit of the original Polo, but this is way more modern, way more. It's got Ambroxan in it, so it's going to last all day. Green and woody, very green. I mean, the bottle says it all, but um, you're going to get that bubblegummy type of green sage slash green basil kind of vibe. I mean, it's fresh and spicy, green and woody, but I wore that during the day. This one is a perfect spring one. I put this in my spring list. That's what kind of sparked that list video was this one. So check that out. Polo Cologne Intense. That's what I wore during the day. And then at night, I haven't worn this one in a while. I haven't talked about this on my channel. But Issey Miyake. L'Odyssey pour Homme Vetiver. This is probably one of their most popular flankers. Came out about 2 years ago. So you're going to get a lot of vetiver, obviously. It's in the name. You're going to get that core DNA of Issey Miyake. It doesn't list the yuzu, but it does a really good job making this watery. It's very watery. Um, there's some ginger and some clary sage that gives it a slight sweetness, but this is very watery, soapy, and woody. Um, Definitely when I got it, when it came out, I think I paid like $40 for it. But when it came out, I mean, there is a dent in there. I have worn it. This thing thrives in the summertime. Um, but great office scent. But it's very fresh, very watery, very woody, and it's very soapy on me. I wanted something soapy clean out the shower, so um, yeah, I definitely was missing this one. I really like wearing this one. Um, Compliment getter too. My wife really likes this one too. Lights kind of deflecting here. See if I can. Yeah, that's where we're at the shower. L'Odyssey pour Homme. I get about 6 hours tops on this. I mean, I ain't gonna cut through. I don't want to wear it to the office right now because it's dude. It was like 10 below today, and it's been real dry and it's been cold, and this is not going to last long in the winter. But that's why we're out the shower, and it's pretty relaxing. So, yep, Issey Miyake, L'Odyssey pour Homme Vetiver. That's why we're at the shower on Wednesday. Next on Thursday, I did a full review on this one. You probably saw it. It's a forgotten about fragrance. I don't see a lot of people talking about it anymore, but Dolce & Gabbana, the one gray. Just again, one of these that I've been reaching back in the shelf and trying to, wear more. But this is the fresher take on the original. Um, this one's got grapefruit, cardamom. They all kind of have cardamom in it. And I know, like I always say, I don't like cardamom, but I think I just don't like Lana Weed alone from YSL. But this, you still get that one DNA. It's just fresher. It's a little bit brighter. It's got heavy vetiver in there. If you saw my review, I mentioned like when I first got this, the opening gave me this like super harsh pickle juice smell, and I was like, "Ugh." So I mean, I have spent there's a little bit of a dent in there, but I have spent some time with this, and I don't know. I sniffed the cap the other week and was just like, yeah, let me wear this, and I didn't even hesitate. I got to stop hesitating, so I ended up just spraying all over. Um, didn't get any compliments at work, but I did smell. I had a decent sillage. I got about 6 hours tops on this. You're not winning any performance awards. It's just solid pickup, but it ain't. Don't be paying resale value on this. This is discontinued, so um, I do want to wear this more though. So I'll wear this more in the spring for sure. But I wore during the day on Thursday, Dolce & Gabbana the one gray. I was kind of in a vetiver mode. Um, and so I decided to wear this. It's kind of got a Terre d'Hermes type of vibe, and there's another one that I'll talk about in a minute or two. But I wore this out the shower. Abercrombie and Fitch away tonight. This is interesting. So it's actually pretty good. This is a $12 fragrance. Now the weird part is I had the original away, and that's supposed to be a slightly more powdery YSLY. And then this was their night flanker tonight. I was researching this before I grabbed it, and a lot of people are saying this was a Terre d'Hermes inspiration. Heavy citrus, definitely get the vetiver kind of smell. They don't list vetiver in here, but I definitely kind of smell that Terre d'Hermes kind of citrusy, earthy, woody kind of vibe. This one sweetens it up a little bit. There's a carrot note, I guess. I don't really smell too much of it, but um, some patchouli, some sandalwood, some cedarwood. They do a really good job kind of replicating that scent DNA for Terre d'Hermes, which could be, pretty off-putting for most people, but I know that's kind of it gets very earthy and very masculine, very citrusy masculine kind of fragrance. But I wore this that night. It doesn't last too long and it's not super powerful, but I was just kind of in the mood for that Terre d'Hermes kind of vibe. So Abercrombie and Fitch away tonight. That's what I wore on Thursday night. And then going into Friday, this was a semi recent one too. Um, I got off Amazon for about $16, but it is a kind of a hybrid between Terre d'Hermes EDT and the Parfum. I have not tried the Parfum, but this is what I'm just everybody was saying. But it's Rasasi Fattan pour Homme. It's a 50 milliliter bottle. Yeah, it. I've smelled the Terre d'Hermes EDT. I've sampled that before. This is it's again, it's not for everybody. It's very, very earthy, and the opening of this is pretty harsh. Very harsh. Kind of smells like a floor cleaner type of vibe, but give it about 5 to 10 minutes, and the dry it on really starts to get more smooth, and oak moss starts coming out. Um, a lot of citruses like the grapefruit and bergamot and pink pepper. You can smell like super dominant. And then there's vetiver and like cedar. oak moss, amber. So this stuff's potent for being a super fresh fragrance. This is very, very potent, and it's just going to get even more potent, I think. So I had one or two people say, "Hey, you smell good," and I know my wife really likes this. She likes this stuff. Um, I've been really getting into the green, earthy, fresh, spicy type of stuff. I really like oak moss. I really like um, patchouli. And I like them. I'm starting to realize that I do like them notes. This cap's a little weird. Um, but yeah, this is what I wore Friday during the day. It lasted me all day, 8 hours. And I hear people are saying this gets super strong if you let it sit for a month. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to let this sit for a little bit and then revisit it and do a full review. So Rasasi Fattan pour Homme. That's what I wore on Friday. And then Friday night, it was super cold, super snowy out. It's like a blizzard right when I got home from work, and I didn't shower, but I did decide to just spray the hell out of myself with this. Obsession for Men from Calvin Klein. Heavy cinnamon, cozy, a little warm. Carnation, there's florals, rose, patchouli, sandalwood. There's a lot going on here. Spicy, a little sweet, woody, oriental. It's got that vibe to it. The dry down is where it's at with this. After about 20 minutes, very nostalgic for me. Um, I really enjoy this one. This does take me back to the early '90s when I was a kid, and like we were at birthday parties or like a family gathering. We used to have like every other weekend, and we had the whole family birthday parties and all the little cousins and stuff. We were, would see each other almost every weekend. But like my uncles were big fans of this. This came out in like '86, I think. But yeah, this is my one of my subscribers, my buddy Derek, sent my way. I've talked about this one a couple times, but yeah, I wanted to rock this. We stayed in. It was Valentine's Day. We stayed in, just hung out, had ordered pizza, and you know, it was nice. It was nice. I was smelling good. I really like this stuff. Very cozy. Cozy is a good word for this one. The Calvin Klein Obsession for Men. I wore that Friday night. Saturday, um, my parents came over. We had another night of we ordered food and spent most of the day together. Um, really nice time. I don't know. I was really in the mood for this, and I know this gets hyped to death, but Armaf Club de Nuit limited edition Parfum, touted the best Creed Aventus clone slash dupe slash twist. Um, does exactly the same thing as the EDT does. It's just more smooth, more refined. It's not as harsh and not as loud and not as obnoxious. Not saying that doesn't smell good, but this one I prefer. It's a little fruity, heavy in the citruses. Um, got ambroxan in it. Lasts about 8 hours. Stays closer to the skin, but I kind of like that. I don't like super loud fragrances that have this scent profile. I kind of like it to smell like it's actually coming off my skin and not like taking like you're dumping it on you. I don't want to get like sick of the fragrance. So, but yeah, I wore this Saturday during the day. Lasted me all day. Had a lot of running around to do. Um, before my parents came over. So, but I think my mom ended up complimenting me on this too. Pretty sure she did. She's like, "Oh, you smell good." So, and I said, "I better. I have hundreds of freaking bottles of the crap." So, but yeah, that's what I wore Saturday. Club de Nuit Intense Man Limited Edition Parfum. I did not wear anything Friday night, or sorry, Saturday night. I didn't wear anything Saturday night. I just, it was late. I ended up falling asleep. I passed out, drank a little too much. What? Too many Steve Weisers. What? And then moving into Sunday, yesterday, it was a lazy day. Um, didn't do too much. I think I did run to the store, played my drums, practiced my drums for a bit. Check out my band Bleeding Sun. I also have a live cover band. We play like new metal stuff. I'll get you more info on that stuff later. But I had to practice. We're gonna play some shows this year. I had to practice my drums, but um, I don't know. Just wanted something. It was dumb reach kind of day. Lattafa Fakhar, the YSLY EDP clone twist, whatever you call it. It's got that kind of sweet bubblegummy type of vibe, a little fruity. Um, it's to me, it's a little bit more mature than actually YSLY EDP because that could be very cloying and very screechy. This one's a little bit more toned down, but it lasts just as long. But I think it's a little bit more mature. Yeah, it doesn't list apple, but there is like a heavy bergamot. It's kind of like a sweeter bergamot. Um, little aquatic, very musky. It's got patchouli at the bottom. Good stuff. It's YSLI. It's like it gears more towards the EDP, but it's like a smoother version of that, if that makes sense. So this was a Burlington pickup for $30, I think. Well worth it, man. This Lattafa has got some really good offerings and some affordable offerings, but this one definitely is a good dumb reach, very versatile. But I wore that during the day. It's a Lattafa Fakhar, Fakhar Black, I guess everybody calls it. So check that out. And then last night, out the shower, this one I almost sold a year or so ago. Actually, to Derek, my buddy Derek. Shout out to you, Derek. He's we talk almost every day. Um, but Brass and Soul, I wanted something super fresh, a little spicy. The opening of this is so beautiful. It's got a very sparkling, like Irish Spring soap freshness. Um, it's got like juniper, gin and tonic kind of note. Um, a little watery, but then after like an hour, it dries. Excuse me, it dries down, and it's got a little smoky. It's a little suede note in there, a little vanilla. It's kind of got a sweetness to it, but this is really good. Second Soul does what this does, but darkens it up and it actually gives it like a barbershop kind of vibe. But I don't know. I got out of the shower and I was like, I just need like I want like 3 sprays of Brass and Soul because it's so damn fresh. You're not going to be able to find a bottle of this unless you're in the Zed Lounge, the Zahara Facebook group. Um, I actually, yeah, I almost sold this, but I like it too much, and I got a good amount. It'll last me a while, and I have second soul, so I don't need a backup bottle of this. Um, but I'm sure someone can provide a sample for you to try. At least get your nose on this. Get like a five if you can find like a 5 to 10 milliliter decant of this. Just experience it. It's really really good. It's just so damn fresh and clean, and but then it gets smoky a little bit, and it thickens up. This also has that Bushman's candle note in it. It gives it a little bit of a waxy vibe, but it's not. You're not going to be able to really detect it. But yeah, really good stuff. Just a great Zed creator that Justin Copeland from Stay Fresh Productions came out with. So really digging this one. Zaharoff, Brass and Soul. That's what I wore last night. And that's it. Those are the stunners of the week. Again, I try to switch it up. Yeah, fresh and woody. Very fresh and woody stuff this week. Freshies are my jam. Freshies are my go-tos. I can't live without them. Even though it's like balls cold here, I didn't wear. It was like a month or two. I wore my heavier stuff. But I am definitely ready for spring and summer to pull out the aquatics and all that. So, but I think this was a good week. I'm definitely going to start wearing these more. Definitely glad that I started pulling some of these out from. I mean, that Acqua Essenziale from Salvatore Ferragamo. I haven't worn that in like 2 years. I've had it for like 4 or 5. So yeah, it was a good week. So let me know if you guys have any of these. Let me know if you guys like them or don't like them. Let me know what you guys. Please put down in the comments below what uh, your rotation was this week. I'd like to know. And appreciate everybody's support. I'll be back on another video. And you know the drill. Like, comment, and subscribe. What? And that's the bottom line. What? Because Stone Cologne said so. Take care, guys. Have a good one.